Hey there, Kathy here. Welcome to another class practicing here with me on my YouTube channel, Yoga by Kathy. Today we're exploring a short practice focusing just on our chest and our shoulders. So this class is all about opening up through the heart chakra, the chest, and finding space in our shoulders and upper body. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment in the section below, and don't forget to check out my other videos on my channel. When you're ready, let's get started. We'll begin lying on our backs in a supported fish pose. See you on the mat. So let's make our way down onto our mats. We're going to place two blocks in a T shape, one vertically aligned and one horizontal to support the back or neck. From a seated position, let's lean back, placing the base of the first block at the bottom of our rib cage, so supporting us through the top of our chest. Head can begin to drop back onto the floor, onto a second block. Generally, we want a block to support the head so we're not in too much of an extension in the cervical spine. Let's bring the soles of feet together, allow the knees to drop out to the side. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to grab for opposite wrist or forearm, and then dropping the arms behind us, slowly encouraging the shoulders to open as we begin to drop the forearms towards the floor behind us. Taking a few deep breaths, feeling the support of the block behind our heart center. Allowing the block to help us breathe a little bit deeper here. Now let's release, switching sides, grabbing for the opposite forearm, elbow, or wrist, and slowly dropping the arms back down towards the floor. Taking 3 deep breaths into the chest, into the rib cage, feeling the belly rise, ribs expand, chest lift as you breathe in. And deep exhaling, slowly at the end of your next exhale, let's release the arms back down, closing the knees up, bring it into center. We're going to roll over towards the right side of the body, give ourselves a little push, come up. We'll place the blocks directly in front of our shoulders. So 3 heights to the block you can work with. I'm going to flip my blocks up onto the highest height. So the higher the blocks, the more space you're going to have to drop open into the chest. So from a kneeling position, we're going to place our triceps, the back of our elbows, onto the blocks. Taking a breath in here, as you exhale, we're going to pull the hips back, place the hands together, dropping the chest down towards the floor. Allow your elbows to bend and bring palms together towards the back of the neck. So as I continue to breathe, I'm dropping the sit bones back towards the heels, similar to child's pose. At the same time, finding an extension through the upper and mid back. Stretching into our triceps, our shoulders, gently opening through the chest. Last breath. And slowly to release, bring the hands forward. Let's take an inhale, look up, coming off the blocks. And we'll place the blocks off to the side, making your way into a table position. So starting here in tabletop, hips over the knees, shoulder, elbows, wrists in one line. Taking a deep breath in, look up, take the gaze up and forward. Exhale, press the hands down, rounding through the spine. Moving through a few cat and cows here to release the back, release the spine. Spreading the shoulder blades as you exhale. Continue to press the floor away. Breathing to the space between the shoulder blades as you come up into cat. One more cycle. And slowly exhaling. We're going to take our hips in some circular motions. So beginning to rotate in a clockwise position, rolling forward, stretching into the wrists as we lean forward past our fingertips. As we exhale, pulling back towards the heels. And let's switch sides, go the opposite direction. And coming back to center in a neutral spine position. From here, taking your left hand to the center of the mat. Let's take an inhale, reaching right arm up. As we exhale, we're going to bend the top elbow. Take that hand towards the low back. Gaze up towards the shoulder. Continue to twist into the spine, pressing into the palms, into the floor. Gaze up. One more breath. Slowly release, exhale, thread the needle, take this arm all the way down, elbow, shoulder, ear to the floor. Opposite hand can start to walk out in front, stretching it forward. This will target the back into the lats, or if you want to open up the top shoulder a bit more, you can swing this top arm and place it behind towards the sacrum or low back area. And we'll stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Slowly release. If you're in a bind, let's bring that hand down towards the floor. Give yourself an inhale. Lift this bottom hand up. Release, easy twist. And exhale, bring this hand down to center. And we'll switch sides. Take an inhale, lifting up. Right hand down to the ground, left hand to the sky. As we exhale, we bend the top elbow, bring this hand towards the low back. Continue to press down through the bottom hand, lifting the chest. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper, pull the top left shoulder back like you're leaning against the wall behind you. And slowly release. Inhale, top arm up. Exhale, we thread the needle, elbow, shoulder, ear to the floor or onto a block if your head is hovering. Stretch your right arm up overhead. Continue to reach out through those fingertips. Actively stretch the hands away from the hips, dropping hips back towards the heels. Now stay here if your focus is in your back, so in the lat muscles, or so bend the elbow, drop the hand behind, opening up through the top right shoulder. Stay here, 3 deep breaths. And let's release. Bring this hand under, nice and slow. Inhale, take this arm all the way up, easy twist. And exhale, placing the hands back down onto the ground. From our tabletop position, staying on our knees. So keep the hips over the knees as we stretch forward, preparing for puppy stretch. So here you can place a block directly underneath your sternum to raise the floor. As we crawl the hand forward, the chest will start to drop down as we bring the forehead or chin closer towards the ground. Try to keep the bend in the spine. So make sure our hips stay directly over our knees. Dropping down through heart center. Maybe the chin or forehead comes to the ground. Stretching into the spine. One more breath. And slowly release. Look forward, shifting ourselves forward, coming up one at a time into a kneeling position. So we're going to go ahead and grab for our straps. You can use a towel or a scarf. So we're going to do some shoulder flossing, which is really great for opening up through the shoulder joints. So we're going to start nice and easy. If you've never done this before, give yourself a little bit of room in the strap. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As we exhale, we're going to slowly drop the strap behind us all the way down towards the floor. Taking an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, take the hands slowly down. So you can start to play with the distance of the strap, bring it closer if you would like to get a deeper stretch, or bring the hands further apart for less intensity. Now as I'm moving my shoulders forwards and back, I'm going to make sure we're not arching through the spine. So if I'm arching, pushing my chest out, this is taking the stretch into a completely different area. So you want to close our rib cage. So imagine your ribs are like shutters, zipping them up, keeping the spine nice and tall. So no extension through the spine, maintain that neutral position. Head to our hips, perpendicular to the floor. So let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. Slowly exhale, moving with the breath, nice and easy. Breathing in, keeping the spine tall, ribs pulling in. Exhale, bring it forward. Take a moment to adjust the strap. Bring your hands closer if that feels okay, or bringing the hands apart for less intensity. Let's do 3 more forwards and back, moving with your own breath. This is a great exercise to prepare for any kind of shoulder opener, if you're doing any flip grips in your practice, or just want to give your shoulder joints a nice mobility exercise. And let's inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, drop it back. And we'll bring it back into center. From your kneeling position, we'll take the arms up, still holding onto your strap. As we exhale, we're going to tip over towards the right side. So find a lateral stretch here. If it feels okay, we're going to bend this top elbow. Keep the right arm straight, left arm bends. Continue to lean your chest back, keep the chest open, look up, and release, straighten, come back to center. Breathe in, tall spine. Exhale, we tip over towards the left. Maybe right arm bends, left arm stays straight. Pull the elbow back, lean the chest back, shoulder stays open. Inhale, come back to center. One more time, each side, breathe in. Exhale, we tip, arm straight, or arm pulls back. Inhale to center. Exhale one more time. And slowly release. Let's come back to the middle and releasing the strap off to the side. So we're going to find ourselves in cow face position. Easiest way is to start on hands and knees. We'll crisscross the knees, right foot behind the left, slowly push yourself back and come take a seat. If your hips are tight, you can sit up onto a block, so propping yourself up onto a seat. Or if your hips are really tight or your knees aren't feeling too great in that position, extend the bottom leg forward. So finding your way into cow face pose, let's sit. Grow tall, sit up, lifting up through the sternum. We'll breathe in, reach the arms out. As we exhale, we're going to cross the right arm underneath the left, crisscross at the elbows, grab for opposite shoulders for eagle bind. If there's room to go a little bit deeper, take the full variation. We bring the forearms together, palms together. Drawing the thumb towards the nose, pulling the elbows in towards the chest. Let's take a few slow movements here. On the inhale, we're going to lift the elbow up. On the exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale to lift just a few inches, and exhale, pull it in. So where you should feel a stretch is in the shoulders, the traps, the upper traps, and in between the shoulder blades. So deep breath in, breathing to the back of the heart. Exhale, elbows in here. And let's slowly release. Rock forward, bring your right foot behind, making your way back into table position. From our tabletop, let's go the opposite way. Bring your left knee behind the right. Slowly sink your hips back, coming into seated. So either sitting up onto a block or extending the bottom leg out in front. So check to see how our hips and our knees are feeling in this position. Not always are our bodies the same on both sides, so just remember to listen to your body as we move through the practice. And let's take an inhale, reach the arms opposite direction. This time, left arm will come underneath the right. Cross your elbows, shoulders, or forearms together. So we're going to squeeze the arms tightly, as tight as you can, bringing the thumb down towards the nose, keeping it level here. Make sure both sit bones are flat on the ground or sit up onto a block. Let's take an inhale, lift up through the elbows a few inches. Exhale, pull the elbows straight down towards the chest. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bring it down. A few more times. You can close the eyes here. Envisioning the space lengthening and opening in between the shoulder blades behind you with every inhale. Lengthening through the neck, relaxing the shoulder muscles every exhale. One more time. Inhale to lift the elbows. Exhale, pull it in. And let's slowly release. Unwind through the arms. Come forward. Release. Stacking the knees. Making our way back into table position. So from our table position, we're going to make our way down onto our bellies into a prone position onto the ground. Let's place our right ear down to the floor. Right arm out extends. Palms facing the ground. We're going to come up onto our left fingertips, start to roll ourselves onto the right side of our body. If your neck feels a little bit tight or your head is far away from the ground, place a block underneath the head for support. From here, see how it feels in your right shoulder joint. If there's room to go deeper, we're going to swing that top left leg behind, landing on our toes or onto a block. And if you're pretty balanced, you can pick up that left arm, swing it behind, reaching for the low back or sacrum, or even interlacing the hands behind you. Lots of places to explore in the shoulder opener. You can also do this against the wall. So exact same movement, but on the vertical plane. Try to relax the head, neck, and shoulder, taking 5 deep breaths. When you're ready to release your spine. Bring the hand back down onto the floor, releasing the top leg, swing it back to center. Nice and slowly roll yourself back onto your belly. Resting your head on your hand. Take 3 breaths here in neutral spine. Try not to take any quick or sudden movements, preserving the stretch in the shoulders. And we'll come to the other side. So this time we're going to place our left ear to the ground or onto a block. Left hand extends out to the side. Give yourself a roll, press up onto your right fingertips. See how this feels, keeping both legs together. If we like to go a little bit deeper, swing that top leg, bend the knee, open up the hips, land on your toes or onto a block. Continue to turn, using that bottom hand to give you a little bit more momentum, pushing into the shoulder for more stretch, or backing off, easing the pressure onto your bottom shoulder if it's too intense. If you're balanced, we can swing that top arm up, reach it behind, resting onto the sacrum, or we can interlace the fingers together in our shoulder or chest stretch. Once you've found your position, you can feel a stretch through the chest, through the shoulder joint. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. So during these 5 breaths, try not to make too much movements or fidget. Really stay with your breath, stay still. Try to be soft through the body, consciously relaxing the muscles in your hips, in your back, in your shoulders. And let's slowly release, bring the hand back to center. Nice and easy. Unwind, roll back onto our bellies, stacking the hands together. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders, give yourself a push. And we'll come up, knees together, feet together, pushing back into child's pose. Taking 5 breaths here in neutral spine. Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing with me in this short yoga video. I hope you feel a little more open through the chest and more limber through the shoulder joints. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to receive weekly yoga video updates, and check out my channel for other videos that range from beginners all the way to advanced level practitioners, and of course a bunch of videos for multi-level practitioners, so something for everybody. And until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kathy. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.